I'm still in shock from what happened. I, 21F, am in a relationship with Tyra, 20F. We've been together for a year now. Tyra had a previous relationship where the woman she dated truly was not lesbian, but since coming out was a new thing in our town, her ex just did it for some stupid trend. While they dated, Tyra's ex was cheating with men, which one of those flings became serious. Ex-GF ended up spilling everything and left Tyra for him. This left Tyra with some issues. I feel like her issues are to the point where she needs help. I understand her pain and done everything in my power to make her comfortable. I constantly show her off, buy expensive things for her. I allow her free roam to check my phone when I'm out with friends and she needs me. I'm there before we're off the phone. I'd literally give the clothes off my back and the food out my mouth to this girl. A week after our 1-year mark, Tyra sat me down. I assumed it was because we're planning to move in together. She started off really sweet. To summarize, she said her feelings were strong and she could see us spending the rest of our lives together, but she has some rules which will make her feel comfortable and secure. Here's the rules. 1. She wants me to FaceTime her every time I'm supposedly on break at work. 2. I can't have any guy friends. 3. I can't hang out with any of my family friends who are men, including my childhood best friend, literally since diapers. Our families are immigrants since they're Asian and we're African. Our cultures have some similarities, so our families practically merged when the elders met after landing in the US. Cutting contact with him would rain hell on me. Plus, he's my brother, I'd never hurt him like that. 4. Lastly, unless the guy friend is gay or trans, I can't chill with them. She also needs proof they're actually gay. I looked at her with a dead face and I said, no. If isolating myself from guys in general and my family makes you feel secure, then I guess you won't feel secure, Tyra. Do what you need with that information. Then I left. I didn't see her for 2 days after that. During that time, her mom and sisters called me to try to get me to see from her point of view. I told them they were stupid for enabling her point of view. Tyra asked for us to talk a while after. I told her we could text as I'm pretty hurt and don't want to see her face. This is exactly what I said. You have no right to control me or what I do. I am not your ex. I have been dating women since I was 15. We've been together for a year now. Aren't I trustworthy? Have I ever let you down or disappointed you? Now I have one rule. You get therapy, and I'm not bluffing when I say just as fast as you say no. I will have Tinder downloaded and my Facebook status back to single. I also told her she didn't have to respond right away. I'd give her some time to herself. Tyra is now making posts about unfaithful people. I've never cheated on anyone, so I don't know who that's for. Partners who aren't focused on making their partner comfortable, I've done enough. There's so much more too. She still hasn't responded to the message because everyone knows I don't bluff. My family is on my side. After the whole thing about cutting contact with my best friend, they don't like her now and want me to break up with her. I'm leaning towards that. However, I guess she's told some of her friends because they're harassing me. They said partners don't give ultimatums to each other, and if I actually cared for her, I'd just go along with everything and give her some time to heal. With time, everything will get better. One of them even said I must be talking to a guy on the side because I wouldn't be going so hard about this. I think I'm just standing up for myself. I've never been in a relationship where someone has past relationships that were so bad, so I don't know if I'm just being insensitive. Aida? Now, for a few comments before the update. Comment 1. You didn't give an ultimatum, you set a boundary. These are not the same things. Her behavior is toxic and ruining your relationship. What she was doing was trying to set ultimatums and you rightly told her to fuck off. Comment 2. Hold up. Her friends said partners don't give ultimatums to each other, but isn't that what Tyra did with her rules? Then the original poster responded with, yep, it's different because I didn't go through what she did. They, her, and her friends also agree I should lose contact with straight men, but she has guy friends. That's different, too. In the end, what's expected of me is to lose contact with men excluding coworkers just until she heals, but still no response to my last message about therapy. Based on the past few comments, it's official. My relationship is going in the trash now. Comment 3. NTA, every single long-term relationship I have had has ended in them cheating, including my first marriage. I used to worry about where they were and who they were with, but I never pushed it. I never tarred them with the same brush as the last guy, even though they would ultimately go and do exactly the same thing. Each one hurt more than the last because they all knew I had been constantly cheated on. When I got with my current husband, I just knew I could trust him. If I couldn't get hold of him, I knew it was his signal or his phone died. I never questioned it. I just waited until he inevitably called. We were long distance for the first 6 months as well. We have been together 10 years now and have been married for 6 of those. I trust that man more than any other person on the planet. Then the original poster responded with, "That's all I really wanted her to feel. I've always told her whenever she's down, I'll always be here to pick her back up." It honestly feels like she's telling me I'm not trustworthy after all the hard work I've put in showing her that I love her. My heart is broken, but I'm just getting to the point where I won't stick around and allow someone to treat me like I'm a cheater when I haven't done anything wrong to her. I'm praying I have the type of love you have later in life. Now, for the update. And if you're enjoying the video, hit that like button. I just want to give an update and thanks to everyone who gave advice. I sincerely appreciate it. The day after I posted, I took some of your advice to help me break things off with Tyra. I texted her, informed her that due to the post she made, we were not fit for each other. I also added that I loved her and hope she still goes through therapy to help with future relationships. My mom and I had a talk. She decided it would be best for her to give Tyra her things just to ensure nothing turned for the worse. My mom's house is actually a family home that all my best friend and my elders live in together, so she felt it was better if Tyra got physical. I texted Tyra one last time telling her she could pick the few things she'd left over the year at my mom's place, and my mom would be there to hand it off to her. I blocked her after because she began to blow my phone up, calling more times than I can count. The next day in the evening, my mom called me when Tyra came to pick up her stuff. I heard some screaming from Tyra. She was yelling that my mom's the reason I was breaking things off, which is not true. My mom listened to me and ignored her, sat the stuff down and went back in the house, locking the door behind her. She legit started banging on the door and sat outside the house for 30 minutes, saying she wasn't leaving till she talked to me because none of this is like my name. My mom called the cops. They got her off the property and told her if she came back that would be trespassing, so they'd have to arrest her. From what my friends have shown me, Tyra is on a rampage, Facebook Lives and several posts about me. She even found my first post on here and made a post about me telling people who have nothing to do with our relationship. She's been deleting comments where people are telling her she needs to stop. Tyra has made some threats concerning my life, but my uncle is a veteran and has good connections with our local police station, as well as some connections with judges who have said if she tries anything, even stalking my place or my job, it'll be grounds to get a restraining order. If she goes against that, then there'll be legal consequences. As of right now, my friends have kept her on Facebook and just take screenshots of any concerning post in case I need them. Oh, and I also was contacted by Tyra's ex. She's seen the drama on Facebook, a post my friend made, just talking about Tyra's past relationship, caught her eye. Turns out she never cheated. She broke up with Tyra due to her abuse. You guys were right. With her ex, she first started off with cutting off guys, then women, and after a while she started isolating her from friends, family. Ex started dating other people, but Tyra made a lie that they were still dating when she started seeing others. She's bisexual. What a no, Tyra is just crazy. I've been given permission to share this. Again, thank you to everyone for the advice. I appreciate it deeply. I hope life gives the best it has to offer to all of you. Comment 1. How are her friends and parents not seeing how crazy she's acting? She needs professional help, and help now before she does something crazy. Then the original poster responded with, "From what I was told by her ex, they were even okay with everything happening in their relationship with her being isolated from her family. It's crazy to me. I was shown some reports that were filed by her ex. What she tried with me was only the tip of what happened with her last relationship, and her ex has a restraining order on her that will expire soon." Comment 2. I'm glad you have the support of sane people in your life. Her demands were so full of red flags. I'm impressed that your initial reaction was, heck no. You might want to unblock her, but not respond, so you have a record of her threats. Also, Read The Gift of Fear by Gavin de Becker. What she's doing is called an extinction-level event, a huge reaction to her loss of control. Hopefully she burns out soon after getting no response from you. Comment 3. Send her to crazy jail. NTA, and good work taking out the trash. Now for the next story. Aida for not wanting my husband's child to be a part of our life? Over 5 years ago, my F38 husband, M38, and I separated. He had an affair. He entered therapy, and eventually I decided I wanted to see if we could rebuild our marriage. I forgave him, and over the last 5 years, he changed a lot. I opted to not know everything that happened while we were separated, but I knew there was a one-night stand. He truly put in work to become a healthier man and a better husband. We've been married 16 years, if that is relevant. A month ago, he was contacted by the one-night stand. She just got out of jail. I can barely believe I'm even typing these words. And she told him that 5 years ago, when they hooked up, she got pregnant, and that if he didn't Venmo her $500, she would tell his wife that he has a child. He was shocked because this was the first time he heard about this. She won't agree to a DNA test willingly, so he is having to get a court order. She also says she slept with multiple partners, so she isn't 100% sure he's the father. Obviously, this sounds sketchy, but she sent him pictures of the child, and I would be shocked if he wasn't the father. I feel devastated. My feelings are complex, but I'm in therapy, so that's not why I'm posting. The child has been in the grandparents' custody for years, along with the child's sibling, since the mom has been in and out of jail. I have been through a lot. I have diagnosed PTSD, and sometimes it is not manageable, but I am in recovery. I don't know what to do because I don't want this child in my life. I have a stepmom, and I know what it feels like to know you're resented. My stepmom didn't have to tell me she resented me for me to know. I sensed it. Later in life, she confessed as much to me and apologized. We have a good relationship now, but being resented made an impression on me as a child. We have other kids together who are teens. The thought of having to explain to our family and friends, let alone our other children, who this child is, absolutely F***. King guts me. I feel like puking just thinking about it. It was humiliating enough to be cheated on and have everyone know my business. I lost friends when I chose to let him come home and chose to try to restore our marriage. One of my former friends told me that she lost respect for me and that she was disgusted that I would give him a chance to hurt me again. How would I tell our kids? If this child is happy, healthy, and being loved by her grandparents, which appears to be the case, isn't it kinder to let her keep living her life without interruption? I don't know if I could ever see this child as anything other than the product of my husband's unfaithfulness. Obviously, I support him sending child support if the DNA test does prove he is the father. Am I an asshole for not wanting this child in my life? Be honest. Are the only other options to be 1. Playing stepmom to a child who will forever be a reminder of my husband's unfaithfulness, or 2. Divorcing a man I love with all my heart because I don't want to stand in the way of him being in the child's life? Edit. Infidelity caused the separation, and it wasn't what I guess you would call a legal arranged separation. He took some suitcases with a small amount of things to his mom's for a few weeks. The one-night stand took place during those few weeks. A few people are saying it wasn't cheating because we were separated, but moving a few suitcases to his mom's didn't make him any less married. There's no update, so here's a few comments. Comment 1. Honestly, before winding yourself up like that, you should confirm paternity. It doesn't sound like she's very stable and could easily be trying to make a manipulative cash grab. Then, the original poster responded with, "That is in the works. It will have to be court-ordered because now she isn't cooperating. And if she doesn't have custody, then it will have to be the grandparents he needs to speak to, and he hasn't been able to make contact yet. The mother won't give him that information, so he is still trying to make contact." Comment 2. I think you're putting the cart before the horse here. Why get the DNA test? Make her take him to court. This is her issue. She needs to pursue it. She doesn't even have custody of the kid. The grandparents would have to go for child support. No, where do you mention what he wants? Have you two talked about the plan moving forward if the grandparents take this to court? If he doesn't want to be in the kid's life either, then just pay child support if ordered and nothing changes. Frankly, you two were separated. I know that's not a divorce, but it makes the cheating less illicit, if that makes sense, unless you all set out boundaries. Mostly it was your decision to accept that the marriage was broken, but you both wanted to fix it. That's commendable. Not many people do that anymore. Be proud that you two came back together to make a stronger marriage rather than dwell on people who don't understand. It's not their journey. You don't need their approval. Comment 3. Kinda sounds like a scam and she wants easy money. If he isn't on the birth certificate, then legally it's not his, and if he was, she would probably have gone to court to get child support. Also, if you have proof of the blackmail, you can tell the police and get a restraining order. Then the original poster responded with, "A report has already been filed with the police, but I've seen a photo, and I would be shocked if the child was not fathered by my husband. We won't send any support or make any decisions without a paternity test, but in the meanwhile, I'm pretty torn up about it. If you like this video, you'll probably like these too. Also, while you're here, please consider subscribing. It's your support that keeps this channel alive and allows me to make better and longer videos. Have a great day.